Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodloo, 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 doo. Subscribe. This is going to be a one take. And guess what we're getting back into? It's been a while. It has been a while, but we are going to do a random ranking. Because I wasn't able... Actually, I did film a little bit today. Today was the first snowfall of the season. And you know what? Do I make this a one take? You know what? Let's not make it a one take. I'm going to edit. So yeah, today was the first snowfall of the season, and I got very little footage of it, but I'll show you that right now. First snow of the season, but it is very wet. Might as well be rain. Very wet snow.
Don't stomping that.
Yeah, this is just kind of a quick outing. Is that fun? It's just so cold. Wasn't that beautiful? We barely made it. Like it was basically rain by the time we got out there. The snow was coming down. It was beautiful. So we're like, come on, kids. And we got them all dressed and coated up and, you know, boots on and all of that, mittens. And then basically when we went out there, it turned back into rain or sleet or, you know, really very wet snow. So that's how that went. But again, we are going to do a random ranking, and what that means is I go to my movie collection behind me, and then I pick out 3 movies at random. Sometimes I do that with my eyes closed, not every time. Maybe I will today. And then we rank those movies, or I rank them, but I'd like you to rank them in the comments below. I rank those movies from my most favorite to my least favorite based on a variety of reasons. All sorts of different reasons, and I'll talk about those as I'm ranking them. So I have a section over here that I rarely ever pull from, so I'm going to do that right now. Eyes closed. 1. Ooh, I feel lenticular. I don't have many of those, so I should be able to guess what it is just by knowing it's a lenticular. And then here is another one. Ooh, is that a snapper? No, that's a slip. Okay, here we go. What do we got? Now, one thing, I have to have seen these movies in order for them to be eligible for this. And if there is one from this group that I have not watched, then it has to go back into my collection, and then I pull out a new movie. So here's what we got. Okay. Straight Outta Compton. Bought that for 10 bucks at a disc replay. Ah, darn it, have not seen this, so I have to replace this. This is Staying Alive. This is the sequel to Saturday Night Fever. I have not watched this yet, so I will replace this. I'm going to put this over here, and I'm going to go back to the section, and... oh, snapper. I feel a snapper. Okay, let's see what it is. Okay, A Streetcar Named Desire. You know, when did I last watch this? I've seen this a handful of times. Doesn't always grab my attention, but here we go. And then The Dark Knight Rises, my least favorite of this trilogy. So what do we do here? Because I'm not particularly fond of any of these. I thought this one was too soft and, well, it says it's rated R, but it didn't feel like I was watching a rated R movie. I don't know, I don't know, it felt very, like the people it was about were involved, which could be true. I think that is true. Well, obviously, because Ice Cube's son is in it, so that means Ice Cube was involved. Dr. Dre, I think, was a producer on it. And, you know, when that happens, things always feel a little bit softer, like when you think of Bohemian Rhapsody, like Queen was involved in that, so it just kind of like felt like a very soft movie. But I still, you know, found it enjoyable. I just wish it was a little more gritty, textured, maybe? I don't know. Maybe shot on film, maybe that would have been better. Maybe it was shot on film, but I don't know, just kind of, I think I just wanted it to be a little less, I don't know, it just kind of felt like a generic movie, I guess. But, I mean, I still liked it, but just kind of felt generic. And then Streetcar Named Desire, I don't know, classic. I've never seen the play or anything, but I've seen this a handful of times. Everybody knows, you know, the Stella quote and all of that. A lot of beautiful black and white imagery here, even though this cover here is in color for some reason. This cover, did I say that right? Cover here is in color for some reason. But, I don't know, when it comes to like classic movies that everybody knows, this is one that has never grabbed me so much. And maybe I need to, you know, watch it over and over and over again, because that's what happened to Casablanca and me. Like, it took me a long time to like Casablanca. Quite a few viewings. I even watched it in the movie theater thinking I have to be locked in a room with a big screen in front of me in order to like it. But really what it took was some explaining. Like, I needed my father-in-law to sort of sit down and talk about why he loves the movie so much, and sort of give me a better understanding of the tone and the history, the world history that was going on during that time, and the humor in the movie. Like, it was all going over my head, because I would just thought I was watching this, like, for the most part, serious film, and again, it was all just going over my head. So I think I might sort of need that with this, because when I watch this, I'm just like, it's hard for me to pay attention. And I'm not saying like all black and white old classic movies are that way. I'm just giving you an example of another one, you know, with Casablanca that was that way for me. And right here, maybe someday I would like this. I don't know, but right now I'm just kind of like, meh, whatever. And then right here, this is the lenticular one. Barely does anything though. Dark Knight Rises. Out of the three, this one's my least favorite. I don't know. Oh, it feels overlong. I feel like the distance between 2 and 3 didn't feel long enough. I don't know. I don't. As time goes on, I care about it less and less, and I didn't care about it that much to begin with. And I feel like this movie is sort of regrowing in popularity. Like, everybody was kind of like, yeah, it's probably not the best one. But that was, you know, coming off the heels of the Joker, right? Dark Knight Rises. So now that there's more distance with all of these movies, I feel like people are really respecting this one a lot more, and you know, maybe I should give it a reviewing to see how I feel about it now, because it's been years since I've watched this, so I don't know. But the thing is, how do we rank these? Because again, I'm not very fond of any of these. I feel like this one felt generic. This one just doesn't grab my attention. This one is just like my least favorite of a trilogy. Like, none of these are really doing anything for me. Which one would I want to watch? Maybe that's what I'm going to have to base this off of. Which one do I want to watch the most right now? Like, if somebody said, we got to pick from these 3 movies, which one do you want to watch? And I think it would be... So that's how I'm ranking them today. My ranking is not always based off of which one I want to watch right now. But that's how it's got to be here, because I just don't really want to watch any of them. But I think I want to watch Straight Outta Compton most, because the music, my stepdad really loved them, and so, you know, I heard them growing up, and, you know, I guess I have that nostalgia. I just kind of feel like the movie was a little bit generic, but, you know, I'm going to say this. This is the one I want to watch the most. Then Batman here, Dark Knight Rises, just because superheroes. And then this one just because it hasn't ever grabbed my attention, and I don't want to test it tonight. So yeah, this is the order in which I would want to watch these. That's how they are being ranked. Straight Outta Compton, The Dark Knight Rises, and then A Streetcar Named Desire. Have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all 3, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. I think this is a strange combo. There's like no crossover here, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, how would you rank them? Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.